Thanksgiving feeling a little predictable? Skip the dry turkey and the awkward family drama. This holiday, we're serving up deranged pilgrims, shocking kills, and some laugh out loud horror. The holidays are basically built for horror. Family tension, grudges, and pressure to be perfect. This watch list will take you from gory terror to absurd chaos, so grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's see what happens when gratitude turns deadly.
There's people up there. They followed me here.
911, what's your emergency?
There are people trying to kill me. I need help.
We're already here.
Why are you doing this?
Smile, Kristy.
First up, we have a film that a lot of people might have missed, but it absolutely deserves your attention. Kristy is to Thanksgiving what Die Hard is to Christmas. It's not really a Thanksgiving movie, but it does take place during Thanksgiving, and it is an absolute banger. The story follows Justine, a college student who can't afford to fly home for the holidays and finds herself staying on a nearly empty campus over the Thanksgiving break. What starts off as a quiet, lonely holiday turns into a fight for her life when she's targeted by a violent cyber cult that hunts and murders women that they deem to be Kristy, a name they give to pretty well-off girls who seem to have it all. A simple trip to the convenience store puts Justine in their crosshairs, and the massive deserted campus becomes their hunting ground. This movie is just full of tension. It's a sleek, modern cat and mouse thriller that uses the isolation of the empty campus to create a very unsettling and creepy atmosphere. Haley Bennett gives a stellar performance as Justine, transforming from a scared target into a resourceful survivor who decides to fight back. It's a relentless, nail-biting survival story that proves that you do not need pilgrims, turkeys, or a family dinner to make Thanksgiving terrifying. Let's see. Here we have the movie that fans demanded for over a decade. The one that started as a joke and became a full-blown horror phenomenon. Eli Roth's Thanksgiving was born from a fake trailer in a 2007 Grindhouse double feature. This movie finally gave the holiday the slick, brutal, and darkly funny slasher that it really deserves. If Blood Rage is a grainy 1980s relic, Thanksgiving is the modern high-gloss thrill ride that proves the holiday is still fertile ground for fresh kills. The setup is a brilliant piece of social satire. The film opens on a Thanksgiving night in Plymouth, Massachusetts, where the birthplace of the holiday itself. A local superstore is about to open for a massive Black Friday sale, and the promise of a free waffle iron whips the crowd into a frenzy, causing a deadly riot. 1 year later, a mysterious killer in a John Carver Pilgrim's mask begins hunting down everyone involved in the riot, promising to make a Thanksgiving feast out of all the town's residents. What Eli Roth does so well here is mix his signature extreme gore with a classic whodunit slasher. Like the Scream movies, there's a mystery at its heart, as our main characters try to figure out who the killer is before they all end up on the chopping block. But where Scream might cut away, Roth's cameras stay on. The kills are creative, they're visceral, and they're unapologetically nasty, using everything from corn holders to kitchen ovens to parade floats. The film is also incredibly self-aware. Since it came from a parody trailer, it leans right into the tropes. The characters are basically slasher archetypes, and there's a sense of fun running throughout the entire movie. Ross isn't trying to reinvent the wheel. He's trying to make the most entertaining and gruesome wheel that he can. He turns iconic Thanksgiving imagery, like pilgrims and turkeys and the feasts, into the tools of terror. And the John Carver mask is an instant classic. This film is a blast, and it proves without a doubt that there will be no leftovers this year.
Looks like you're gonna get a chance to meet the rest of the family. My psychotic brother just escaped.
I just don't want to spoil things.
There's somebody after me and he's chasing me and he's trying to hurt me. You're gonna hurt my kitty. Oh, God.
You're a real sweetheart, you know that?
It's not cranberry sauce, Artie. It's not cranberry sauce.
Next on our watch list is an absolute staple of the Thanksgiving slasher canon, the 1987 cult classic Blood Rage. If you're looking for a movie that perfectly captures the grimy, unpolished, and wonderfully sleazy vibe of 1980s horror, this is your feast. This film is all about bad decisions, bad synth music, and a whole lot of blood. The premise is pure, uncut slasher gold. Years after a gruesome murder at a drive-in, this dude named Todd is locked up in a mental institution, framed for the crime by his identical twin brother, Terry. Flash forward 10 years to Thanksgiving Day. Their mother, Maddie, is preparing for the holiday when she gets the call. Todd has escaped. This news causes the actual killer, Terry, to completely unravel and go on a Thanksgiving killing spree, knowing his escaped twin brother will end up taking the fall. What follows is just low-budget mayhem at its finest. Blood Rage is famous for two things: its incredibly gory practical effects and its spectacularly quotable, often bizarre dialogue. The movie lives up to its title, delivering kill after kill with a kind of gleeful brutality that defined the 80s slasher era. People get hacked up with machetes, bodies are sawn in half, and it's all presented with a ridiculous messiness that horror just doesn't really do anymore. But the real magic of Blood Rage is its unhinged tone. It swings between being genuinely creepy and hilariously awkward. It's probably best known for one of the most iconic lines in bad movie history. After slicing someone up, Terry wipes his bloody hands on his shirt, looks down, and says the immortal words,
It's not cranberry sauce.
It's such a moment of strange and flat delivery, right in the middle of total carnage. I mean, it's like it perfectly sums up the film's appeal. Blood Rage is the perfect Thanksgiving watch because at its core, it's about the most dysfunctional family reunion imaginable. It takes all the normal holiday stress, a mom trying to keep it together, sibling rivalry, a new fiance, and it just takes the tension and dials it up to 11. It's a grimy, gory, and ridiculously fun ride that represents the peak of Thanksgiving slasher movies.
So we're going to be having some folks join us for Thanksgiving?
We're gonna send somebody out here, they're gonna teach us how they did things in the olden days.
It'll be just like the first Thanksgiving.
What do you say we break the wishbone? Whoever gets the larger half, your wish comes true.
1, 2, 3. I can hardly wait. Me too.
You have no idea what's going on in your own home. You are totally unaware. Happy Thanksgiving!
Families are still important in America.
Next, we're taking a little detour from the straightforward slasher into the murky waters of psychological horror with the 2019 Hulu original, Pilgrim. As part of the Into the Dark holiday-themed anthology series, Pilgrim offers a different brand of dread. This isn't about a masked killer with a knife. It's about an idea, a performance of gratitude that becomes terrifyingly real. The premise is simple. To help her family reconnect, a well-meaning suburban mom hires a group of historical reenactors to create an authentic Thanksgiving experience. She invites these pilgrims into her home to live with them for a few days, teach them the old ways, and prepare a traditional feast. The only problem is these reenactors are a little too committed to the role. They refuse to break character, and their methods for teaching gratitude gets more and more extreme, unsettling, and eventually it becomes violent. What makes Pilgrim so effective is its slow burn tension. The first half of the movie just kind of sits in the space of cringy social awkwardness. The family's a little mortified by these strange silent figures who've invaded their home, while the mom desperately tries to pretend everything is fine. The horror doesn't come from jump scares, but from the unbearable sense of unease. The Pilgrim's calm demeanor is a lot creepier than any monster, and you're just kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. When the violence finally erupts, it's jarring and brutally effective. Pilgrim plays like a home invasion film where the invaders genuinely believe that they are the heroes. It's the thinking person's Thanksgiving horror film. It's an unsettling reminder that sometimes traditions are just better left in the past.
Happy Black Friday. We love toys.
We still on for pancakes tonight?
Chris, you're on reg for the night. We're short-staffed.
Wait up! I'm Emmett.
You ever worked retail before? No.
There is something wrong with the shoppers.
Finally, it's time to punch the clock with some holiday-adjacent horror chaos with 2021's Black Friday. This film moves our terror from the dinner table to the retail floor, serving up a gory and goofy creature feature that lampoons the consumerist frenzy that follows Thanksgiving every year. If you've ever worked a retail job during the holidays, this one is for you. The story kicks off on Thanksgiving night at the We Love Toys Superstore. A group of disgruntled employees led by horror icons Devon Sawa and Bruce Campbell are preparing for the midnight rush, but this year's shoppers are more monstrous than usual. Literally. A parasitic alien has crashed to Earth and begins infecting the bargain-hungry customers, turning them into violent, flesh-eating creatures. What follows is a fight for survival against the hordes of shoppers who are now less interested in discounts and more interested in dismemberment. Black Friday is a glorious B-movie romp that blends action, comedy, and some fantastic practical creature effects. It's a fun subversion of the zombie genre, replacing the undead with goose-spewing alien mutations that eventually merge into a giant monster. Devon Sawa is great as the slacker dad hero, while Bruce Campbell shines playing against his normal type as the Weasley store manager, more concerned with store policy than the apocalypse that's unfolding around him. It's a goofy, goopy monster mash that serves as a perfect takedown of corporate greed and holiday commercialism. And that wraps up our Thanksgiving horror lineup. Let me know what you're watching this holiday in the comments, and if you enjoyed this descent into holiday madness, be sure to carve up that like button and subscribe for more journeys into the weird and wonderful world of horror. So happy Thanksgiving, and may your holiday be anything but boring. And I'll see you guys next time.